Good morning, more from each other in the great city with in the Huberty of Concordia, St. Paul. We would like to talk to you about strategic development of Doyle Douglas at the North and the sport industry. And I said I am what more and Raymond Huberty from Concordia, St. Paul. We will be presenting today. We often do an active app where we assess them only for being a PowerPoint presentation because of my speech impairment. With on my 2024 conference, intentionally focusing on directly at me and the human with presentation more focus on the strategic development as well as government at North and the sport industry by bringing attention for the opportunity for Royal government at North sport members working for the account and be a high school leader.
All right, well, thank you, Dr. Moore. The topic introduction, what we found is we have done some research, and research has determined that neurodiverse individuals have experienced workplace travails in securing gainful employment. In fact, this population tends to be underemployed. When Van Rensburg, O'Neill, and Atwood in 2023 recently found that employers lack knowledge about job seekers who come in with autism or related conditions. In addition, there tends to be an absence of fit between the job skills and the workplace demand for job candidates that have neurodiversity. Perception of job fit is a salient impediment among people with disability severity when it comes to charting a path to gainful employment. So accordingly, neurodiverse individuals must allocate consideration when it comes to career development approaches that could impede their career mobility opportunities. They want to have opportunities that enable employment aspiration to be realized. So due to the issues of being viewed as unfit for competitive employment, the underemployment rate hovers around 80% for the neurodiverse population.
Concordia football and locating competitive employment, the board, Royal double individual one, but a several one and was starting business, a business ramified, and they are perceived lawsuits for start opportunity, according to Moore and Colby, Robert ADHD created Royal Government was that at the Royal of North there. Torment and Colby further provide further evidence of a adaptive innovative benefit accumulated by members of the Royal Government Department. In the addition, at the Royal competency and involvement can foster a sense of empowerment and a propensity for overcoming barrier among those with disability. Those with a strong entrepreneurial orientation and conceive of fluent entrepreneurship. The point of that presentation would be to formulate a strategic framework to create competitive success for neurodiverse and minorities. Let me examine more focus on the strategic development of mentors started by individuals with neurodiversity. Secondly, we play a important internationalism for formulate an investigative basis for the examination.
All right, so as we jump into our literature review, the first dimension for this project was a detailed review of the extant body of literature pertaining to neurodiversity, entrepreneurship, and the sport realm. This step was important for us as researchers because it enabled us to gain a deeper understanding of sport entrepreneurship. It encouraged a working knowledge of the strategic development for ventures that are being started by neurodiverse entrepreneurs. And it established a comprehensive overview of the strategic positioning mix that should be involved in the development of neurodiverse entrepreneurs. So continuing on, sport entrepreneurship was identified as a feasible path for neurodiverse individuals to pursue. However, the degree of success of these ventures will be strategically determined. A competent entrepreneur must have a solid strategy for competitive success in the marketplace. And sport entrepreneurship is a growing area with enormous possibilities when it comes to research. Also, policies have been enacted to foster inclusion in sport entrepreneurship. Furthermore, these sport entrepreneurship principles have vast capabilities when it comes to progressing diversity, inclusion, and equity within sport settings. Specifically, we found an article by Keaton, Burton, and McGarry in 2020 that focused on inclusion in college intercollegiate athletic departments. So this review deems that sport entrepreneurship is an area that can strengthen the visibility of professionals with neurodiversity within the sport industry.
Adopting a strategic approach can empower neurodiverse entrepreneurs to overcome barriers, liberate their businesses, and increase their chances of moral success. Therefore, it is imperative that neurodiverse entrepreneurs develop a formed strategic approach to obtaining environmental community. The pivot of strategic development emphasizes that in that case, even by focus their strategic contribution to maintaining communities with an external environment. Person and a direct and non need to consider and tap a strategic management approach when creating a tactical fit where alignment button forces.
All right, as we continue with our literature review, we found neurodiverse entrepreneurs should implement sophisticated tactics to achieve an efficient state of strategic positioning for their enterprises, per Nutt of 1989. In order to demonstrate these tactical maneuvers, we conceptualized the strategic position implementation mix to stem from the 5 steps of strategic action that were outlined by Broadwin and Bourgeois III in 1984. These mixed variables are commander, change, collaboration, culture, and crescent. In the review, strategic position was highlighted as a crucial aspect for neurodiverse entrepreneurs, advocating for the adoption of a strategic positioning mindset to navigate uncertain environments.
And some narrative of a liberal review provided sufficient review of the extant literature. The review gave attention to support a responsible area to succeed for neurodiverse entrepreneurs. In addition, the importance of strategic development cultivating success for the neurodiverse entrepreneurs was explored. Finally, a strategic commitment applying to qualify to a bin of a 5C of command change, evaluation, software, and correct, and a set and a development of a effectual economic. So we created our partly based on our portfolio of governance there. We were based on perceived management and strategic completely met. More that meeting will be provided in the following slide. So meeting one, no. Royal Double Examiners of adopt a strategic manner about to develop successful ventures. We have 5 other parts of this plan. Royal Double Examiners could be a submanual and strategic police process. And that Royal Double Examiners should integrate a chain of events and a strategic police process. For the Royal Double Examiners should integrate a awareness of events and a strategic police process. 5. Royal Double Examiners a cultural event and a strategic police process. And 6. The Royal Double Examiners should adopt a collective approach and a strategic police process.
All right, so after coming up with those 6, we have some key takeaways. We have shared several best practice recommendations for neurodiverse entrepreneurs. So before we get into that, why is it important for us to know and to practice? Because our research, all that literature review found, strategic management theory in strategically developed sport entrepreneurial ventures are being done by neurodiverse entrepreneurs. The implications for this theory. Sport management research has vast potential to investigate theories related to neurodiversity in the context of sport entrepreneurship. Specific propositions suggested that those 5 C's of the strategic positioning mix with neurodiverse entrepreneurs would be beneficial in sport entrepreneurship. Theorists should test these 6 propositions that were outlined in the paper and shared by Dr. Moore within the sport domain. Implications for practice. Because we outlined implications for both the leaders as well as the neurodiverse applicants or those entrepreneurs, we're putting these together in this slide. First, the leaders should contemplate the practical nature of strategic development of neurodiversity entrepreneurs within the sport settings. This would require that working knowledge of the strategic management to create that robust startup venture. In addition, the skilled entrepreneur is encouraged to utilize the tactics of the strategic positioning mix in order to develop that personal venture in a strategic, orchestrated manner.
This paper highlights the importance of strategic positioning for neurodiverse entrepreneurs seeking success in a competitive sport business landscape. This paper sports setting is a ground of Northern soil for neurodiverse at someone more to explore and develop. Neurodiverse at another word for being strategic management with like at me at that confidence to position their innovation in the sport industry to crafting a strategic vision in a way that enables the effective formulation of the strategic positioning met. It also recommended serious neurodiverse entrepreneurs within the sport industry understand its unmet needs.
And a final slide here on conclusion is that we felt and we found that sport entrepreneurship is a feasible path for neurodiverse individuals to pursue. However, the degree of success within these ventures must be strategically determined in advance to assist with the effectiveness of the plan. To assist with this, a competent entrepreneur must have that solid strategy for competitive success in the marketplace. The purpose of this presentation, again, it was to formulate a strategic framework that would help someone who wanted to create that competitive success for the neurodiverse entrepreneurs. We use secondary research, we use personal empiricism to provide the investigative basis for the examination.
Thank you for taking time to review a presentation on engaging neurodiverse individuals who are minorities that opportunity. People need to reach out with any question or simply research ideas. And here are our email addresses. And here are our references.